Hello students, my name is Renuka Sagvekar, an assistant professor in economics from Kamal College of Arts, Science and Commerce, Nuvan. Today we will be taking up economics for the first semester students of Bachelors of Commerce. The title of the paper is Microeconomics. Today we will be learning the unit 3, which is Perfect Competition and Monopoly. The module which we will be taking up today is Measurement of Monopoly Power and the rule of thumb for pricing. The outline for the module is like this. The concept of monopoly, measurement of monopoly power, rule of thumb for pricing in monopoly. As a student, at the end of this module, you will be able to understand the measurement of monopoly power, the rule of thumb in monopoly pricing. Monopoly is a market characterized by single producer in an economy. He is the entire or sole producer of the product in the market. So there are no substitutes or no other producers who are selling the product like him in the market. So monopoly is primarily characterized by a single seller in the market. It refers to a market situation in which there is only one seller of a particular product. It exists when a specific person or an enterprise is the only supplier of the particular product. The term monopoly means single seller. Now, how do we measure the single seller's power in the market? Lerner's measurement is oftenly used to measure the monopoly power in the market. According to the Lerner, who is the one who have introduced this Lerner measurement, the difference between price charged by monopolist in the market and his marginal cost serves as the best measure of the degree of monopoly power. So over here the Lerner says that the difference between the price charged by a monopoly in the market for its product and the marginal cost which he incurs in its production is the best way to measure the monopoly power. Marginal cost refers to the additional cost which the monopolist incurs for each additional output produced. And the pricing of the monopoly refers to the price which the monopolist charges for his product in the market. Lerner devises a formula to measure monopoly's power or degree of monopoly's power called as Lerner's index. It is as follows. DMP is equal to MC minus P by P, which means degree of monopoly power equals to marginal cost minus price of the monopolist divided by the price of the monopoly. The index of the monopoly power is always greater than 0 but less than unity. In monopoly equilibrium, we understand that the marginal revenue is always equal to marginal cost. So we can again rewrite the index as degree of monopoly power is equal to marginal revenue minus price upon price. So Lerner's measurement matches the monopoly power by taking the difference of the monopolist's marginal cost to the price he charges in the market. Now, rule of thumb for pricing again tells you that how does a monopoly's pricing determines or how does the monopoly's pricing in the market is efficient. Now, the markup ratio, that is the Lerner's index that was introduced as a rule of thumb pricing, is a natural way to measure the monopoly power. Now, this index of monopoly power can also be expressed in terms of the elasticity of demand which the monopolist faces in the market. So, the formula for the following, that is for rule of thumb, is price is equal to marginal cost divided by 1 plus 1 divided by elasticity of demand for the firm. So, rule of thumb for pricing uses the elasticity of demand which a monopolist faces in the market for its product. So, a general conclusion we make here is that if the demand for the monopolist product is elastic, the markup is small as shown in the figure here, which has a flatter elastic demand curve. So, the flatter demand curve means more elastic or elastic is the demand of the monopolist, and it also means the firm has a little monopoly power in the market. Secondly, if you look at the second figure, it has a steeper demand curve. It means that the firm's elasticity in case of steeper demand curve is small, and thus the markup will be also large. The markup here is nothing but the difference between the price and the marginal cost of a monopolist in the market. So it means on concluding note that if the monopolist demand is elastic, that means the monopolist power is small in the market. But if the monopolist demand is inelastic, that means the demand for the monopolist power or the power of monopoly is more or large in the market. So steeper or the slope of the demand curve will tell us the elasticity, which will tell us the power of monopoly power in the market. So flatter the demand curve, it is believed to be having a more elastic demand, and steeper the demand curve, it is the more inelastic demand. So when I say elastic demand, it simply means the responses to the change in prices are large. And when I say inelastic demand, it means that the responses to the prices are small. The demand won't be influenced much in the market due to changes in prices. So in this cases, monopoly's markup is bigger and large. So the less elastic its demand curve, the more will be the monopoly's power a firm has in the market for its product. For further references, you can always refer to this following books.